What's up, everyone? Welcome back to a new video. Now in this video I'm going to be going over some essential things that you should be buying as a trader, whether you're a beginner or advanced. I am going to iterate whether you should buy this as a beginner or whether you should buy it as advanced, because there are certain things here that you should not buy as a beginning trader, because when you're first learning, there's a lot of things that you don't know, and there's no reason to add to the stress of trading when you're trying to spend more money than you're actually making, because you haven't made anything yet with trading. Now, the first thing that I'm going to recommend is having TradingView Premium. Now, the only reason I say have TradingView Premium is because I personally watch 3 pairs, and what I normally do is, well, normally back then I would just use 3 of my monitors, which obviously it's a luxury, and I only did after I made, a couple grand in the market, so I could overroll that into my trading setup, because that's something that was good for me. Now, if you don't have that luxury, then obviously you're not going to be able to have 3 screens to put different charts on and kind of be the cheap person and just basically open up TradingView 3 different times. And yeah, sometimes it's going to glitch out and it's going to refresh and then it's not going to work. But if you only have 1 monitor, then what you should do is get TradingView Premium, which I ended up doing anyways because I got tired of the glitching. Was you have little tabs where you could actually have 3 different windows in one window open, so you can monitor all of these 3 pairs at the same time. Now you could also backtrack and retest your strategy within last month, 2 months ago, whole year, 2 years, so on and so forth. And there's a couple other things that TradingView Premium does allow or provide that's well worth the money. Now it's only about $14, $15 a month. Now if you make just 0.25% on almost any account, that's already paid for right there. Now the second thing that I'm going to recommend, which is good for both beginner traders and more advanced traders, is the journaling app. Now there's a lot of free apps out there that you can use to journal. You could always just stick to your handy dandy normal notebook, which I don't do anymore. I just use that for personal stuff or business stuff where I have ideas or I got something to do. I'll just write them down there. But you want to have a journaling app, preferably one that's going to link to your MetaTrader, whether it's MetaTrader 4 or 5. That way it actually has all your entries of your trades. That way it kind of essentially journals it for you. Now I would leave a couple down in the link in the description, but there's a million of them and it's going to be catered to different individuals between which platform you use. So just search up journaling app for trading or Forex, and you're going to have a couple little options there. Now, of course, these things don't really cost that much. They're probably only going to cost $5, $10 a month, which I understand it's a monthly charge that you don't want to have to pay for, but it's something great that you can have as a trader. It's going to save you time and help you in the long run. Now, this third thing I'm going to say you should not buy as a beginner trader because you don't know how to trade yet, and it's prop firm accounts. Now, the main reason you should not be buying this at all, and I repeat, don't buy one at all if you don't know how to trade, because you're just going to end up wasting money. A prop firm account is, like I've said in other videos, it's just a prop firm that's going to fund you for live capital, whether it's 50K, 100K, 200K, 500K, whatever the case might be, your account size you buy. Do not buy as if you're a beginner trader, because you're just going to end up failing these over and over again. It's just going to be costing you more and more money. And you're just not in the position right now to be wasting that money because you don't know how to trade yet. So if you're a beginner trader, ignore that part. Or if you want to know how you should get to that step, is learn how to trade and at least have 2 months of profitability overall. That way you could actually know that you're ready to take these challenges. You want to at least make sure that you could average 8 to 10% a month. Now I know this is kind of ridiculous for some people, but you need to make 8-10% in phase 1 in order to pass it. So make sure you have at least 2 months of doing that. That way you're prepared for the challenge account, and then you can buy it. Advanced traders, it's great. Basically $500-600 or even $1,000 or $1,300 for 500K. It's great, right? You can leverage your $1,300, and if you already know how to trade, this should be relatively easy for you to pass. And now you just leverage $1,300, which you will get back in your first refund, your first payout. Now you have way more capital to trade off of, and this is going to be a game changer for a lot of people, because 500K account versus whatever your current account is, even if you already have a large account, now you have an extra 500K to trade off of. Yes, you do have trading parameters. Yes, you have trading rules, but if you're already disciplined, none of these are really going to affect you, because regardless, if you make 3% on a 500K, that's 15 grand right there. And you could even just leave it at that if you don't want to trade it anymore. That's another 15 grand besides whatever you make on your live account. Now, this is going to be more so for routine base and discipline base, is either pay for an organizational app or just download a free one. There's a lot of free ones out in the App Store. I personally use Notion, And I'll probably make a video on that later on how I personally schedule all the things I have to do across my business and other ventures that I do, as well as trading. I also make sure that I have my trading in there just to remind me of whatever I got to do or check out or whatever is pending. Now, these organizational apps are going to help you as an entrepreneur or a trader in the sense that you're going to have everything that you need to do in one app, and you're basically going to have the freedom of putting due dates on them, putting a checklist, putting alerts, so on and so forth. Maybe you want to have them send a message to your phone or your Apple Watch or whatever the case might be. And that's just great because we're human. We are scatterbrained normally, not everyone, but the majority of you guys probably are scatterbrained, especially if you're an entrepreneur or a trader. There's a lot of things that you want to get honed in on and make sure you're a little bit more optimized in. And an organizational app is going to do that just for you, and it's going to force you to stick to routine, especially once you start adding all those things onto the list. It's going to be easy little things you could check off and just build up your self-confidence in it as a trader or entrepreneur or whatever the case might be. Now, this one is a must for advanced traders or beginner traders. It's fast internet. I'm not saying go get that 1 gig down internet, which is, like about 120, 150 bucks a month, or that business internet. But, make sure you have adequate internet, because what's going to suck is if you go on your phone or your computer and you load up the MetaTrader app and it takes time for your position to actually get filled or entered because of your internet. And that's just going to hurt you, right? Because if you're on a 100K funded account or 100K live account personally, that little lag or that little input that you're missing is going to hurt you, because that could be drawdown. Maybe you wanted to get out of the trade sooner, but you couldn't do that because your internet was shit, basically. There's no other way around it. You don't want shitty internet. Shitty internet is not good all around, whether it's for trading or anything. I don't care what you do or what you say about that. Now, another app which is going to be great for your beginner traders, emphasis on beginner. You could even use this. I personally use one as well. And if you guys want to know more about that, just ask me in the comments and I'll drop the link to the one I personally use. Is a risk management app. Now, a risk management app is going to save you a lot of time and headache, especially if you're managing different prop firm accounts versus live accounts and all that, because lot size is going to be very different from broker to broker, and there's going to be different spreads, and you want to make sure that you're always using proper risk management. Now, this risk management app is going to be linked to your MetaTrader. Well, not all of them are, but usually you want to get a good one that you could most likely pay for. It's probably another 10 bucks or 15 bucks. I know these things are going to add up, but trust me, I'm not crazy for it. These are things that are going to help you and save you and make you money in the long run. That's the whole point of this. You want to make more money. You don't want to lose more money. Now, this risk management app is directly linked to your MetaTrader, and it already has all the data for you, and you could say you want to risk 1% and it'll be 20 pips, 30 pips, whatever the case might be. It'll actually tell you what the lot size is for that trade or that currency pair, commodity, indice, whatever the case might be. Now, this last thing that I'm going to say that's great to buy as a trader is going to be the whole trading setup. It's going to, you don't have to do it, but if you're already an experienced trader and you do have some money, you have some profits that you can play with, I definitely recommend investing in your own setup, making sure that, you have the adequate equipment, right? Whether it's a keyboard you like, a mouse you like. I don't recommend getting 4 screens like I do. That's a little overkill, but that's where I spend the majority of my day in, and it's where I make my money. So it's very important for me to be happy with what I'm using. And obviously I only did this once I had enough profits to roll over into doing this. Now, another thing that you could do if you want to be a little extra, it also depends on the situation you're in, whether you're at home and you have another, extra bedroom, or you could go get an apartment or whatever the case might be, is have a dedicated office for trading. Now, I know this is going to be a little outlandish or a little crazy, but if you just have it in your bedroom, it's not going to help you too much, because you're going to get frustrated in there. And the only reason I say you're going to get frustrated is because that's how I first started. And the bad days really sucked, right? Because the bad day would happen like on my chair or my bed or whatever the case might be. And I was like, shit, dude, I got to get out of here. Like, I need some air. I need a different view. And that's where an office comes in super clutch. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just a personal space. The moment you walk in there, it's like, I got to lock in. It's work time. I just got to focus. This isn't a place to be, eating shit in. It's a place that you want to be in and be focused 100% to optimize the work and make sure that you're very serious about what you're doing, especially if this is going to be your career path or your main income source. Now, I hope these things do help you guys. Like I said, make sure you pay attention or rewind if I spoke too fast on what you should buy as a beginner or what you shouldn't buy as a beginner, as well as what will help you as an advanced trader as well.
Hey guys, sorry for interrupting your video, but I just wanted to let you guys know, if you guys check the link in the description, I do have a private little link right there for you guys to have direct access to me through Telegram. It's not a bot, it's not some computerized assistant or anything. It's my personal Telegram link to where you can send me messages on any questions you guys have or other topics you guys want to talk about, and I'll be more than happy to respond to you guys. I'll try to respond to as many of you as possible. If I don't respond at the same time, just give me a couple minutes or an hour and I'll get to you accordingly. Now, also in the link in the description, I do have all the free Telegram, the signals chat. I do have the website where I offer all the services, and I also have a direct link to the free Forex and stock market coursework as well as crypto coursework. Now back to the vlog or video. Hope everyone has a great week and a great rest of your day. Check the link in the description. I might add some of these things down for you guys. I'm not referred or anything like that. You guys could just get all that stuff on your own. Do your own due diligence, right? Don't take my word for it. Obviously, this is just what has helped me and what I recommend. But of course, not all these things are going to apply to you personally. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.